Hi there, it's day two of David's Thought. Welcome. Thank you, everybody who tuned in to the first day yesterday. It was real experimental stuff. And it's had about nearly 350 views on LinkedIn, which is fantastic. Thanks to all of you who looked at it for at least 5 seconds. On that basis, I worked out that about half an hour or so of the video has been watched by all of you, and it's also had some reactions and comments, which is great. It's available also on my YouTube channel, and this morning I posted it up on Twitter, so do also look out for my Twitter handle, David Levinson7, and this one will appear on there probably Monday morning, I think. So Friday is a little different from the rest of the week because the following day is our Sabbath. So that means that chores mainly get condensed into the morning and spin into the afternoon, whether they're work related or anything else, and lunch tends to go a little bit by the board. And so what I've done is I've got myself quite nicely scrubbed up, as you can see, for the Sabbath, which is great, but also a little sad because this week, actually, our synagogue, along with pretty much all other places of worship around the country, are going to be closed. And when you add that up to all of the community centres and areas and libraries and other places like that, shopping centres and so on, where people normally congregate, this is really the first weekend where I think it's going to hit home, because most people are going to be in their homes. So today's thought is really for everybody who is in that situation. I think one of the things I'm going to try and do with these thoughts is occasionally do a little bit of a review, whether it's books or music. People who know me know that I'm really fond of reading. I like a lot of music as well, so I might just take the opportunity to mention a book or possibly a musician who's really inspiring me or influencing me just at this moment. So yeah, perhaps that'll be a thing for Friday. We'll make Friday a review day or something like that. And one of the books that I'm reading at the moment, I'm going to show it to you just now, is called Inspiring Leadership, and here it is. I hope you can see it. Inspiring Leadership. It's by Jonathan Bowman Perks, who is a guy who had a very decorated career in the armed forces, and now he acts as a coach, mentor and advisor to leaders in huge businesses and the city and professions and so on. So I'm going to be tagging you, Jonathan, so this is a shout out to you as well. Thank you for inspiring my thought today. One of the things that Jonathan says in his book, and he has a whole sort of process around how he coaches for inspiring leadership, which I won't go into here, but he talks about mistakes, and he's very open about the things which have kind of gone wrong in his career, real howlers that he made, which actually might have ended up with him being taken off a particular posting or assignment, or possibly even drummed out of the army altogether. And the point that Jonathan really is making in his book, and he also speaks about this a lot, is that he used to talk about those mistakes when he was in charge of platoons, units, regiments, and was talking with his officers, and really demonstrating the value of humility and showing a bit of vulnerability in leadership, because that's really important these days, and it's an important message, especially at this particular time of stress, for all of us, for indeed our politicians, but everyone else who is charged with trying to work their way through things and lead us out of things. And I think, but Jonathan's also talking to all of us as well, and saying, it's okay to, feel that if things aren't going particularly well, if we're having a bad day, if we're really having a bad time of it, absolutely nothing wrong at all with talking about it and discussing it with people and opening up, even to people whom we are working with. Let us see that and be willing to share that vulnerability. It will really help both us and the people that we're talking to. So with that thought, I'm going to wish all of you, whatever you're doing and however you're going to manage this weekend, a really really soothing weekend, if I can say it that way, and all being well, I will see you again on Monday. Bye for now, and stay safe.